y'all, Sean here. So we've got a pretty good video for you today. I'm here at a soccer complex in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. They're going to be doing some mowing, so I'm going to try to stay away from the people that are here. Yeah, just parked here. We're going to get up in the air. There's a field over there that they are irrigating the like they're watering the lawn, but it's a really big lawn. So I'm going to try to fly around that, get some video, but we've got the Air 3S on the front of my hood, and we are going to take off and then just fly around. And this is going to be me just kind of learning what this drone can do. I've flown a lot of drones at this point, so at this point it's kind of hard to surprise me, but with that said, we're gonna see what happens, and I hope I don't get kicked off the property. I talked to the people on the tractors. One person said it's government property, so I can't fly, and I told her that if my drone can take off, then it's allowed. But we'll see what happens. So drone from here has 4 bars on the battery, so that's good. And we're gonna take off. I'm gonna roll down my windows. I'm sitting like dead in the sun. This was kind of stupid, but we might get a little breeze through here. I'm coming to you on the Ace Pro 2, and it's got a little windscreen on the front of it, so hopefully the wind won't be an issue, but we'll see what happens. I've got an SD card in the controller, so I'm going to try to record the controller at the same time that I'm recording the drone. And all of my settings on the drone are kind of default, like they came out this way. So I haven't made many changes to the drone or anything like that. I'm flying with this controller, the one with the screen on it. I believe it's the RC2 maybe. Let me see. Yep, DJI RC2. So I'm glad the print was big on that, because I'm having a hard time these days reading smaller print. Uh-oh, it looks like the first bar is blinking, so I've got 87% battery. So I charged this drone maybe, oh, there's a fly on top of my drone. So we'll see if it's still there when I get back home. But yeah, I charged all my batteries about a week ago. So if you're new to drones and DJI drones, the batteries leak over time. So that's still pretty good. 87% will get us a good, it'll be good. So I clicked on the screen just to make sure that I was in focus, because it was not in focus for some reason. I think it was focused on the hood, and that fly is still there. So I need to start recording my screen. The thing that I don't like about recording my screen on this controller is that it puts this little record thing right on top of my metadata, and I don't think that I can move it. Oh, I can move it around. Oh, I just learned something, so I'm going to put it right there. I don't know if that's going to show up on the screen or not. Let's put it in the corner. Let's put it way over here. There, I just learned something. So, and you learned something. What? All right, let's get up in the air. I'm going to hit record. And takeoff permitted. 25 satellites. No warnings anywhere. So let's get up. Oh, the fly didn't like the propellers. So let's get up in the air.
Home point updated.
All right, so I know that I got it above the car because the object avoidance went off. So let's fly around. I'm gonna get this, put this shade. The sun is in my eye, yo. All right, now we're better. So we're 31 feet up in the air. All right, so my drone is set in feet, which is good. A lot of times they show up. I want to make sure that my safety. Whoa. That was weird. I've never seen it where everything leaves the screen. All right, so obstacle avoidance, I want to put it on bypass. That way it'll go around poles and trees and stuff like that. Normal, I don't need it to be nifty because I'm not going to be flying very, very fast. Return to home, advanced return to home, optimal. Auto return to home altitude 328 feet. That's more than adequate here. I think that the highest thing we have in on this ballpark, or this soccer ballpark complex, whatever, are the lights up in the air. All right, and max altitude 393. So I'm going to go up to this pole and all right, so I want to show you guys, this is a good way to know that you're above things that could potentially harm your drone. So so I've got my camera pointed straight, and we're going to go up to this, and I want you to see that you can't, if you're like, you're looking at the bottom of the lights right now, but if you go up slowly, and you wait till you can see the top of the other side of the light, so right about there, I can tell that I'm above that light, okay? And so I want you guys to look at I'm 76 feet up in the air, okay? So if I fly straight, I'm gonna fly right over that obstacle. And when you're on a place that's engineered like this, all of those poles will be that height. So I can even back up, and I know I'm not gonna run into the pole. And let's go right over that pole and just see what the obstacle avoidance says. So it said downward 11 feet. So I'm 11 feet above that pole. So that pole is right at 66 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly up to 100 feet. And this whole flight, I'm going to remain above 100 feet. And now I know I can just fly over whatever I want to. All right, so we got some mowers. That lady seemed to not like me being here, so I'm not going to chase her, but there's another guy that I might chase. The other thing that I want to do immediately is, if you look at the screen, the top half of the screen, there's nothing going on. There's no pretty clouds, there's no beautiful sunrise, sunset, or anything like that. So I'm gonna point my camera down so that there's a touch of sky, just so we know what's going on. But for the most part, I'm looking at the ground. And I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure that my my focus and my exposure is coming from the grass. All right, let's fly around, see what happens. Let's see. So I'm flying in normal mode right now. It says that I've got about a half hour. I wanted to go over and see this water. Pretty cool shot. It's already chopping a little bit, so not sure how high that water is shooting. We'll come up around here. Now I didn't check the height of these trees, but from what I can tell, I'm pretty good. Now the transmission's a bit choppy, so I'm not liking that. Might be because I'm screen recording. All right, so we're back to the fields. And there's the home point right there. So let's just get back to where we're close. Now I want you guys to see the zoom over to the right. It says 1 time, but I haven't figured out that if you can fly with both cameras at the same time. I'm pretty sure you can't. So we're just gonna fly over the soccer complex, get a nice, there's really not much going on at the soccer complex, but this is a great place to fly. There's a tractor right there, but I don't want to annoy her. There's another tractor right there. All right, so let's go over and fly around the I need to pick a good subject, and I think that big water hose spraying is a good place to start. There's really not much to look at out here, but it's a good way to fly, to test the drone out for the first time. So I can see that I'm 77 feet. So let's fly over these. Nope, there's a wire. Did a pretty good job. So let's spotlight this real quick. So we're at 58 feet. I'm gonna come up here. It's gonna be hard to spotlight that water because it's constantly moving. So let's come over here. Let's draw a rectangle around it and just see what's going on. All right, I've got it on spotlight. So what spotlight does is it basically keeps whatever I have a rectangle around, it keeps that in frame. And then I can do crazy things with the drone and it'll still just kind of point at it. So if I did this, it's not moving at all. So there we go. So now it's got a map point, which is good because that water is constantly changing, but it's found like that little road. Oh, look at that rainbow. That's cool. Oh, that's beautiful. And I like this shot because it's rule of thirds. It's like everything is over to the right and it's shooting towards the middle. Like the water is going, oh, look at that, rainbows, bro. That looks good. I don't know why I said bro. All right, we're gonna do this again, but we're gonna move, I think I wanna put it a little bit closer to the middle. All right, and then let's back up. I'm gonna get wet, aren't I? All right, here we go. Nope. That's a cool shot right there. I'm getting wet. Let's back. Oh, nope, let's not go up. Let's try this again. We're gonna back up a little bit. I think that's a cool shot. So let's go around like this. A rainbow. Dude, the rainbows are cool. All right. So we're gonna do, I think I want to back up a little bit and then do this shot, because I really want to get that whole Now I'm recording at 4K 60 frames per second, so I can slow this down a little bit if I want to. There's the rainbow coming in. Should be getting the rainbow again, maybe. There it is. That looks good, y'all. All right, so that's spotlight. We're going to switch this to point of interest. I really want it to point down a little bit. Let's pull out. A little bit. And then we'll just do slow. And I think this is going to turn out really good, y'all. If I do that in slow motion, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stop, we're going to zoom in and use the zoom and see what it does. I think this is going to turn out pretty good. All right, how we doing on battery? We got 47% battery life. We're good. Get a swig of coffee. All right, I think that's good. Now what I want to do is I want to stop recording and I want to switch to so if you're in the middle of tracking something, you've got to untrack something so that you can switch cameras. So now that I've zoomed in, I've lost, there we go. All right, so I want to track that head right there. All right, so we're going to do point of view, and we're going to go slow and see what the close-up looks like. Oh, look at that rainbow, y'all. It's a cool shot. It's really windy out here. So the drone is not feeling that wind at all. I haven't had any high wind warnings or anything like that. I love the rainbow going through there. That's just beautiful. We'll see if we can saturate it and make that a little bit more. Oh, that'd be a really cool tilt shift. Might do a tilt shift to this because there's really not much going on around it. Like the field is just kind of grass. There's not really much parallax going on. There's not much of anything going on. But it looks, if you guys can see the screen, it looks like it has, the point of interest has shifted over to the left. So we'll see if it comes back. Hopefully it'll come back. But this might turn out pretty cool by the time we get around to it. So, y'all, I'm loving this drone so far. It's doing great. Oh, look at that shot. Nice. I was hoping that when the water came back around, it would fill the screen. I do like this zoom lens a lot. I like being able to get close-up video like this from far away. I just got a notification. So I'm not sure what that was. I don't know if that was on the controller or what. But I wanted to do a full rotation, and then we're going to try to do some quick shots with this. We're going to try to do some quick shots zoomed in to see what that's like. So this shot right here is not that big of a deal. It's not that great. The other thing you can do, and I probably should have been doing this, is you can move the camera while you're doing a point of interest. So if I, moved it down here, I kind of ruined my point of interest like flow, but that's a good idea. Let's do that. So now that we've got our point of interest, the drone is going to be going in a circle. So the drone itself is controlling one of the ranges of motion. So what I can do, this is kind of a cool shot. Let me show you guys how to do this. So I'm going to back, oh, there's trees there. Whoa. All right, so the drone is going to continue to go around in a circle. So if I bring it up like this, and then I slowly come in, it's going to be a cool shot. So I'm flying closer to the irrigator, or whatever this thing's called, but it's keeping the point of interest. So that's kind of a cool shot. And since I'm zoomed in, I know I'm not getting wet, which is kind of cool. Nope. All right, so we're going to stop that. So I want to come up a little bit. Oh, I can't point the camera up. Let's get off this. All right, so I think that red tag is a good thing to quick shot. Oh, it's looking at the head. Well, it thinks that's a person. It's not. But let's do Quickshots. So let's do a helix. I love helixes. So let's start it.
3,
And this is a helix
2,
with a zoom lens.
1.
Subject lost. So let's do this thing.
3, 2, 1.
Cool shot. So helixes with a zoom lens takes a long time. But what a beautiful subject. I've never really filmed water with my drone that much. Oh, that's beautiful.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
All right. We're going to go ahead and
Return to home.
Not sure why it did that. I want to film this. There we go. Turn to home. Hopefully it'll land on my car. See how well it lands on my car.
Landing.
All right, I'm gonna get out of the car and make sure this does. All right, y'all, that was the first flight. Hope you guys liked it. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna put another battery in, and then, yeah, if you guys are watching this on the playlist, it'll just be the next video. But yeah, first battery was pretty cool. I'm really not concerned in these videos to just go through everything that this drone can do. it shoots 4K, it has a zoom lens on it. Like, if you guys want to know everything about this drone, then watch somebody else's videos. What I'm going to do with this series is, and you can watch plenty of videos on my channel on how to fly a drone. It's really not that hard at this point. The drones, they've got GPS in them. They, like, you know, it's got remote ID in it. It requests what, you know, it lets you know whether you're in a no-fly zone or not, like all the things. So at this point, if your drone can take off from wherever you are and there's no warnings on the screen, you're good, okay? If it's a DJI drone, if it's a well-made drone, not like a, you know, not like a cheap drone that you'd buy at Walmart or something. But what I really want to do is I want to utilize the functions in this drone that set it apart. And what really sets this drone apart is the camera. It's got a wonderful camera. It's got 2 cameras actually. Well, it might just have 1 camera with 2 lenses. I'm still not sure on that. I do know they have different sensors, but I feel like the camera itself is just 1 camera because you can't shoot with both lenses at the same time. But it's got a really good camera for low light. It's got a good camera. It's got good zoom capabilities. And then as far as flight characteristics, they've made the Air series big enough. I would say that the Air series is bigger than the original Mavic series at this point. I feel like the Mavic Pros have gotten bigger, and then the Air is made it up to the size of the Mavic Pro, and then the original Mavic Pro, and then it's kind of double in height to accommodate all of the sensors and the computer and all that stuff. So this drone has sensors everywhere, pointing in. It's 360 degrees in every direction. It's a sphere of object avoidance. So you don't have to worry about backing up and hitting anything. It'll let you know that you're about to back into something. You don't have to worry about going down into something. Like in the past, I've flew a drone down into a tree because I couldn't see the tree. Like my drone was looking forward, but I was flying downward. And so it's got great object avoidance, and that really, really accentuates the tracking abilities or the spotlight abilities. So I'm gonna find, with this drone, I'm gonna find some subjects that I want to just look at, and I wanna get all the different angles of it and all that kind of stuff. Something else that's really good is tracking, but I don't know that I should do a tracking video out here just because they were kind of worried about it, but there's just 1 person out here. Maybe I'll get the scooter out. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to do it at Stewart's Creek High School. I think I'm going to go home and do the tracking video at a place that I feel is comfortable. Sorry, my dash cam just locked. I don't know what that means. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications. I know we've been going for 30 minutes now, so you guys, probably nobody's gonna watch it this far. But yeah, please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos on the DJI Air 3S, drones, action cameras, regular cameras, all the good stuff. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Peace out.